So I'm continuing with what were we doing yesterday? Prashant,
Yes, sir.
which topic were we studying yesterday?
सर लास्ट में हमने सर वो किए थे जो अपने पोटेंशियल फ्लो होता है वो इन्वेसिड और रोटेशन होता है नो स्लिप कंडीशन को कर रहे थे हम.
Okay, so we studied something flow over a circular cylinder. So what was the stream function value for this? Quickly, what was the stream function value for this?
U sin theta r minus r naught square by r.
U sin theta 1 minus
R
1 minus r naught
square.
square.
This was the case, or there was a R here also. I think R here also.
1 की जगह r होगा.
1 की जगह R होगा सर.
r होगा हाँ.
Okay, you wait for a second. So this was somewhat like this. So this was the expression for stream function. So this is correct now. This was a stream function for combined flow involving what? Uniform flow in x direction plus a doublet. And we saw that we were getting non-zero velocities at the surface of the cylinder. So what was the value of the velocity, if you remember? What is v theta?
माइनस यू साइन थीटा 1 प्लस आर नॉट स्क्वायर बाई आर
Minus
स्क्वायर
2 u sin theta. Anything else? So this was v theta, and what was vr?
zero
0. So if you have a cylinder here and you have theta equal to 0, theta equal to 0 means this location and this location. You are able to find out the two, which points? These points are called
Stagnation point.
stagnation points. And maximum velocity was at which points? This and this. Is it clear?
Yes sir.
So this was the condition when you assume that uniform flow and a doublet are combined to form this thing. So the problem with this mathematics was that although mathematically it is correct, but physically we know that at the surface of the cylinder we will always have zero velocity. That is, there will be no slip condition. But we found that this condition was only satisfied at 2 points, but at all other points this was having non-zero velocity. And that is the reason why potential flow theory actually fails in the boundary layer region. Now we will quantify this statement and try to find out the drag force and the lift force using these expressions. So now let me know if this is a fluid flowing past this cylinder. If I assume, say, a point here, say for instance, I am taking a point, say here 1, and I take another point, say 2, along a streamline. So can you apply Bernoulli's equation here or not? Can you apply Bernoulli's equation here or not? हाँ जी,
कह सकते हैं सर अगर पॉइंट 2 को हम इनविसिड रीजन माने सर।
ये पॉइंट 2 और पॉइंट 1 ये दोनों इनविसिड रीजन ही है।
ठीक है, अगर सर हम ठीक है सर।
So
वो लगा सकते
because
हैं।
our first assumption is that this is a potential flow in which it is irrotational and inviscid. We have pre-agreed upon this condition.
Yes sir, yes sir.
So point 1 or point 2 or any point you take anywhere, those are actually in inviscid and irrotational region of flow. And what do you know from irrotational region of flow? Can you apply Bernoulli's equation for 1, 2 and 3 as well or not? Or for that matter 4, can you apply to any of these? Or it should be along a streamline only?
Along a streamline only, sir.
Think about it carefully. If you remember, you had something like this. If you remember, in Bernoulli's equation, which was equated to 0. If you remember this.
Yes sir. से डिटरमिनेंट होता है
So it
किसी
was,
भी
I think, del cross B. So what did you found at that point in time? What did you find? That this matrix or this determinant was 0 in case of irrotational flow. Then it was valid for what? If I write down like this, P upon rho G plus V square upon 2G plus Y. This is a global constant.
Yes, sir.
That is, it is applicable not only along the streamline but across the streamline as well. Is that clear? Any doubts? So now I want to apply Bernoulli's equation. I am applying Bernoulli's equation at, say, this point. So I assume this point 1 and say this point 2. Although I could have taken anywhere, I am just taking for convenience. So what should I write down? P1 upon rho G plus V1 square upon 2G plus Y1 is equal to P2 upon rho G plus V2 square upon 2G plus Y2. So which terms will be 0 here? Which terms will be 0?
सर y1 y2 सेम ही होगा सर।
Y1, Y2 equal to 0.
Yes sir.
And that is why I took it here. Had I taken it here, then I would have to include this Y.
Yes sir.
So I wanted to simplify the analysis. So this goes to 0. Now what is V1?
Sir V0.
V0 only, or in our case it was U.
Yes sir.
So you could write down V0 or U, anything you like. Say I write down U only. So U upon U square upon 2G. What about V2? What will be the velocity at point 2?
0 sir.
Velocity at point 2 from potential flow theory.
0 sir. No.
You have already calculated this value. What is the value at point 2?
V theta
Okay. हाँ सर वो एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट पे होगी सर।
Minus 2U
sin theta.
sin theta.
or I could write down this as V theta. So this will be P1 square upon rho G plus U square upon 2G is equal to P2 upon rho G plus V theta square upon 2G. Is that clear?
सर ये इनविसिड हम
क्या कह रहे हो आप?
सर इन्विसिड रीजन हम अज्यूम कर रहे हैं ना, तभी सॉल्व कर पा रहे हैं, नहीं तो नहीं कर पाएंगे ना, रियलिटी में तो नहीं है ना इन्विसिड।
क्या कह रहे हो आप?
सर जो रीजन हम अज्यूम कर रहे हैं इनविजिड,
हाँ,
वो तो अज्यूम कर रहे हैं ना, रियलिटी में तो ऐसा नहीं होगा ना।
रियलिटी में ऐसे नहीं है। पोटेंशियल फ्लो थ्योरी में आपका जो स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है वो
वो
ये है कि हम मान के चलते हैं कि इनविसिड और इरोटेशनल रीजन ऑफ फ्लो है,
यस सर।
ठीक है। तो उसके बाद हम स्टार्ट करते हैं हर चीज को।
ठीक है सर।
तो ये हमारी एजम्पशन है। हमने ये एजम्पशन से क्या देखा कि बाउंड्री लेयर से बाहर तो ये रिजल्ट काफी अच्छे दे रहा है, रियलिटी के साथ मैच कर रहे हैं वो रिजल्ट्स, लेकिन जो बाउंड्री लेयर के पास है उस रीजन में इसके रिजल्ट्स बिल्कुल वियर्ड आ रहे हैं, जो रियलिस्टिक नहीं है,
यस सर।
ठीक है।
ठीक है सर।
तो अब मुझे बात बताइए, अब इसको अगर हमने ड्रैग फोर्स कैलकुलेट करनी है, हाउ विल यू कैलकुलेट द ड्रैग फोर्स? हाउ विल यू कैलकुलेट द ड्रैग फोर्स? हाँ जी बताइए, फोर्स कैसे निकालते हो आप? If you know pressure, you can find out force or not.
Yes, sir.
So in this diagram, there's already an hint. How will you find it out? So I
Pressure
assume
into-
this portion of the cylinder, and this is value Pb r theta d theta. So what is this? Pressure. And what is this? What is
Area, small area.
r theta d theta? Or r0 d theta? This arc length. And if the length of the cylinder is say unity, the area over which this pressure is acting is r d theta into r0 theta into r0 d theta into 1. This is the area over which this pressure force is acting. And clear है? Any doubts?
सर एक बात बताइए प्रेशर वाला सर एक बार।
एक सेकंड रुकिए। ये पॉइंट पता चल गया कि ये पॉइंट हमारे पास मान लीजिए 1 है और ये पॉइंट 2 है। ये तो क्लियर है? मैं
Yes,
यहीं
sir.
पे आ जाता हूं। तो अगर मुझे पता लगाना है इस सिलेंडर पे कितनी फोर्स लग रही है, वो किसके बराबर होगी? जितनी 2 पॉइंट पे मान लो प्रेशर है इनटू मैं एरिया ले लूं,
Yes, sir.
तो मान लो ये कितना एरिया होगा, बेसिकली ये वाला। अगर ये डी थीटा है और ये r0 है तो r0 डी थीटा आर की लेंथ होगी।
Yes, sir. आर की लेंथ होगा।
और अगर यूनिटी इसकी
वो
डेप्थ है
डेप्थ है वन
तो
होगा।
r0 डी थीटा इसका एरिया होगा जिसपे प्रेशर क्या लग रहा है, P2।
यस सर, P2।
क्लियर है?
यस सर।
बेसिकली P2 यहां से क्या आ रहा है, इस इक्वेशन से P2 की वैल्यू क्या आ रही है? What is the value of P2? P2 is equal to, what should I write down? P1 square upon rho g plus U square upon 2g minus V theta upon 2g. This is V theta square upon 2g. This is the value of P2 multiplied by rho g. And clear है?
यस सर, ओके।
What will be the force at point 2? What will be the force at point 2? And what will be the force at point 2? हाँ जी बताइए, what will be the force at point 2?
So P2 R0 d theta.
P2,
R0 d theta.
okay. So you
Sir,
have A
P1
force-
square
इंटीग्रेट कर दो सर।
इंटीग्रेट कर दें इसको।
यस सर।
तो अगर इस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स लग रही है, ये आपको पता है प्रेशर फोर्स हमेशा इसके नॉर्मल डायरेक्शन में लगेगी,
यस
यस सर।
तो उसके कितने कंपोनेंट्स हो सकते हैं? ड्रैग फोर्स क्या होता है और लिफ्ट फोर्स क्या होता है? इफ यू रिमेंबर, व्हाट इज द डायरेक्शन ऑफ ड्रैग फोर्स एंड लिफ्ट फोर्स? जनरल डायरेक्शन।
ड्रैग फोर्स अलोंग द सरफेस होती है,
ड्रैग फोर्स इज
इसके टेंजेंट होगी।
along the surface or opposite to the surface, and lift force is in the vertical direction.
यस सर।
यस सर।
तो अगर कोई भी फ्लो हो रहा होता है, अगर मान लीजिए फ्लो इस डायरेक्शन में हो रहा है, तो ड्रैग फोर्स की भी डायरेक्शन हॉरिजॉन्टल होगी और लिफ्ट की होगी
वर्टिकल।
वर्टिकल।
ठीक है। और अगर मान लीजिए कोई फ्लो वर्टिकल डायरेक्शन में हो रहा है, तो ड्रैग फोर्स क्या डायरेक्शन होगी? वर्टिकल। और लिफ्ट क्या होगी? हॉरिजॉन्टल।
हॉरिजॉन्टल।
यस।
ये क्लियर है? लेकिन हम इसको बोलते ऐसे नहीं है कि लिफ्ट फोर्स इस केस में। So drag force is actually force which is aligned with the direction of flow, and lift force is a force which is perpendicular to the direction of flow. ये clear है?
यस।
So this was a point, say this was point 2. So this was the pressure acting at point 2. This was P2. So force will be P2 into R0 d theta. This is the force. So this force is acting along this direction. It will have two components, one along this direction and one along this direction. And clear है?
यस सर।
Likewise, if you had a point, say somewhere here, then the pressure force would be again normal to that particular point like this. Then you will resolve it in again two components. So this is the drag force component and this is the lift force component. Likewise, you can take at any point. So this point also you will have in this direction and in this direction. So now if I ask you, help me to write down the expression for drag force, this drag force will be equal to what? P2 into what should I write down? This is a drag force on small element. So P2 into
RD theta।
RD theta into what should I write down? Quickly, you can write down from this, because theta is always calculated from positive x direction. So if I assume say this is point 2, which is here, then what will be the direction of drag force? What will be the component of this force? What will be this angle? Theta.
cos थीटा हो जाएगा।
So this will be cos
थीटा।
theta. So dF will be P2RD cos theta. And if I want the total drag force, what will be its value? Integrating it from what? What should I integrate theta from? 0 to
2 पाई।
2 pi. Quickly, now let me know the value of this FD. What is coming out to be FD? I'm giving you 1 minute. What is the value of FD using this formula? You know P2 value. So this is the P2 value. And also V theta, you know that it is minus 2u sine theta. So you can substitute here in terms of V theta, and then let me know what is the value of FB. Sorry, FD, that is the drag force. I'm giving you 1 minute.
0 आएगी सर।
कैसे जीरो आ रही है? जीरो आ रही है? You are telling it conceptually or you have calculated it mathematically?
मैथमेटिकली सर, क्योंकि साइन थीटा बन जाएगा सर।
Have you calculated mathematically?
Yes, sir.
So it is coming out to be 0.
यस सर।
What about the lift force? What will be lift force equal to? This will be just lift force will be equal to 0 to 2 pi to r, or I should have written on r0 only, r0 cos sine theta d theta. What is this coming out to be? This is, you have said, equal to 0. What about this? What about this?
0.
0.
0.
ये 0 आ रही है सर, दोनों 0 आ रही है
Drag force and lift force, they are coming out to be 0.
सर। 0।
Now let me know practically which of these two results will be true and which one will be incorrect practically. If you have placed a cylinder in a uniform flow, what do you expect? Will there be any drag force on the cylinder in actual practice?
Yes, sir.
What about lift force?
0 होगा।
Lift force 0 होगी. So this thing, it is actually predicting fairly accurately, but this thing it is predicting inaccurately. हाँ जी, clear है?
ये सर उसका रीजन ये है ना सर, क्योंकि हमने बर्नौली जब लगाया तो 1 और 2 पॉइंट में पीछे वाला 2 पॉइंट भी सेम रिजल्ट दे रहा है, आगे वाला 2 पॉइंट भी सेम
हाँ, क्योंकि वो तो हर जगह ही है.
यस सर, तो उसकी वजह से वो चारों जो क्वार्टर है वो कैंसिल कर जा रहे हैं एक दूसरे को।
हाँ, कैंसिल कर जा रहे हैं वो, क्योंकि हमने माना इनविसिड इरोटेशनल है ना.
यस सर।
So this is called the D'Alembert's paradox. This situation which we have just seen, that is drag force is coming out to be 0. So this is called D'Alembert's paradox. You know that this is what you get from potential flow theory, and this is what you get from the actual practical experimentation. So in this case, you are getting drag force not equal to 0, and here you are getting equal to 0. So this is called the D'Alembert's paradox. So please be careful here. In D'Alembert's paradox, it is written on a non-lifting body. So please remember, all symmetric bodies will actually have zero lift. That's why in this case, the lift was actually also equal to 0, and our analysis also showed it equal to 0. But in case of drag force, because we didn't assume any kind of viscous effects, we got an incorrect answer. हाँ जी, clear है? Any doubts? Any doubts to anyone?
No sir.
Now I'm coming to the second part. Till now we have studied superposition of which two? Uniform flow and a doublet.
Yes sir.
Now I'm adding a third thing, that is a line vortex. So now think about it. What kind of geometry will this simulate? You know that these two simulated a flow around a circular cylinder. Now, in addition to these two, I have added another elementary rotational flow. What do you expect? The combination of all these three will result in which kind of fictitious body? I am giving you 30 seconds. Sustanu.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think will this kind of summation of these flows will result in? First thing, will the addition of line vortex change the shape of the object or not? What do you know? Line vortex is
circular stimulus.
what kind of velocity does it contribute to? In case of line vortex, which one of them is zero? In case of line vortex,
V theta.
VR is 0.
VR is zero and V theta is non-zero.
Yes, sir.
So will it impact the shape of the body? If there is no change in the radial velocity component, then what does that tell you? Now also the body will be a cylinder, circular cylinder, but what additional has changed? Now this is a rotating
Rotating body.
cylinder.
Circular.
Is that clear? So this is now a rotating cylinder. So I have shown here like this. This is the rotating cylinder. So I have uniform flow, I have a doublet, and I have a vortex. हाँ जी, clear है? Any doubts? Now what was the stream function for combination of uniform flow and a doublet? If you remember, this was what? In terms of, I may write down U only, so this is U only, say. So what should I write down? U sin theta R minus.
R naught square by R.
This was due to what? Combination of uniform flow and a doublet. What else we have added into it? A vortex. So what should I add? What value? What is the stream function for a vortex? What is the stream function for a vortex? Quickly recapitulate and let me know. What is the value of stream function for a vortex? Sayyid.
Can't remember.
Gamma upon 2 pi
ln R.
natural log R. Now this is a positive or a negative. If you remember, psi was actually equal to minus circulation 2 pi natural log R plus constant. This was for what? An anti-clockwise vortex. What is the direction of vortex in this case?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. So what does that tell you?
Positive.
So this will be negative, negative, positive. So that's why you have a positive sign here. हाँ जी, clear है? Any doubts? Now let me know what will be VR equal to and what will be V theta equal to. What is the formula of VR and V theta? What is the value of VR and V theta? Hanji.
Sir, u cos theta.
What is the value of VR in terms of psi? Curly psi upon
curly theta.
curly theta. What about V theta? Curly theta, or there should be R also.
1 by r.
1 by R. What is V theta?
Curly psi by curly r.
What do you know? VR should be equal to 0 or non-zero? VR in this case should be equal to 0 or non-zero. What do you think? When you had only uniform flow and a doublet, the radial component was 0. Did addition of vortex change this situation or not?
No, sir.
No.
No,
So
sir.
now also VR is
0, sir.
0.
0. So what is VR now? Help me to write down the value of VR. What is VR? U cos theta R minus R0 square upon R. And this is by R. Any clear hai? Any doubts? Because if you take a derivative with respect to theta, this will go to 0. So this is equal to 0. This is one equation. And what do you know? At stagnation points, V theta will be 0 or non-zero. At stagnation point, what do you know? VR as well as V theta both are
0.
0.
0.
So if you want to find out stagnation point, you will first find out the value of V theta and then equate it equal to 0. So what do you get? I am giving you 30 seconds. First of all, let me know what is V theta. What is V theta? This will be equal to what?
Sir, minus u sin theta 1 plus r
Minus?
square upon r.
It will be minus. Okay, minus sign was there. Minus u sin theta. 1 minus 1 plus
r naught square upon r.
R0 square by R square. आगे minus. It was minus or 1 plus. It will be just like this. Is it correct? Is this correct or not?
Correct, sir.
So if you equate it equal to 0, what do you get? Hanji. If you equate V theta equal to 0, what do you get? हाँ जी बताइए. What do you get? What do you get when you put V theta equal to 0?
Gamma upon 2 pi r, sir.
Okay, wait for a second. Here is what was V theta? V theta is minus u sin theta 1 plus R0 square upon R square. plus gamma upon 2 pi r. So first of all, r will be r0 now when you equate equal to 0, because stagnation point is lying on the surface as such. So what do you get? Minus u sine theta. So here will be 2 because this is r0 square, plus tau upon 2 pi r is equal to 0, and you get sine theta is equal to tau upon 4 pi u r.
यार वहां पे भी आर नॉट नहीं आएगा.
हाँ, r naught, sorry, r naught. So this is the value of, so can you find out the value of theta? Can you find out the value of theta here? Handy. So how can you find out what is the value? हाँ जी बताइए. यहां पे कहीं नेगेटिव पॉजिटिव साइन का इश्यू है कोई? सोच के बताइए मुझे. जो वी थीटा निकाला है आपने, इज इट करेक्ट और इनकरेक्ट, और देयर इज सम साइन इशू?
माइनस गामा अपॉन 2 पाई आर होना चाहिए.
हाँ जी,
माइनस गामा अपॉन 2 पाई आर.
हाँ यहाँ पे भी माइनस आएगा, बिकॉज इट वॉज माइनस करली साई बाय करली आर. So psi was total this. So negative sign was outside this total. So what do you get finally? So you get the value of sine theta as this, and this is what now you should look at. So this represents the location of stationary points. So depending on the magnitude of these, you will get the value of theta. That is, at which theta do you get the stationary point? यानी क्लियर है? तो यहां पे नेगेटिव आना था, यहां भी नेगेटिव था, तो दिस विल बी एक्चुअली साइन थीटा विल बी इक्वल टू minus tau upon 4 pi u r0. So what does that tell you? अगर ये दोनों पॉजिटिव हैं तो किस क्वाड्रेंट में ये नेगेटिव वैल्यू आ सकती है साइन की?
थर्ड क्वाड्रेंट.
थर्ड में और
फोर्थ में.
फोर्थ में. तो इसका मतलब स्टेशनरी पॉइंट्स कहां पे लाई करेंगे हमेशा? थर्ड और फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में.
यस सर.
ओरिजिनली जब सर्कुलेशन नहीं थी तब कहां पे लाई कर रहे थे, अगर आपको याद हो? यहां पे
और 180.
थीटा इक्वल टू 0 पे और
180.
थीटा इज इक्वल टू पाई पे. लेकिन जब सर्कुलेशन होगी तो स्टैग्नेशन पॉइंट्स कहां पे आ गए? थर्ड और फोर्थ क्वाड्रेंट में. तो नाउ प्लीज be careful in this. There are three conditions that will dictate what is the value of sine theta. So this is tau upon 4 pi v0 less than r0 square. This is equal to r0 square, and this is greater than r0 square. So when it is equal to r0 square, so what do you get? So tau square upon, or you can say tau upon 4 pi v0 becomes equal to r0. So what does that tell you? This becomes equal to -1, and that's why the stagnation point is lying at 90 degrees. And you have a single stagnation point. And if you further increase the value of this, you actually move away from the cylinder itself. So that tells you stationary point now no longer lies on the cylinder. It has moved down of the cylinder. So originally, if this is less than R0 square, then there are two stagnation points. In the limit, when these are equal, you get stagnation point just at 90 degrees. And if you further increase this, you get stagnation point away from the body. So this is what is there in case of a cylinder with circulation. And here circulation is in clockwise direction. And clear hai? So try to compare this with the previous case in which the stagnation points had a fixed location. They were not changing. They were not dependent on any condition. But what is happening here is, what is the condition here? Which two things are you comparing? Which two things are you comparing? So tau upon 4 pi v square v0 or u, if this is large and u is fixed, what does that tell you? Circulation is having high magnitude or low magnitude?
Sir, low magnitude.
Hanji. If denominator is fixed and this ratio is coming out to be very large, what does that tell you?
Numerator large.
सर्कुलेशन हाई होगा सर.
क्या होगा? Numerator large होगा?
Yes sir.
So it means the vortex strength is high.
हाई सर.
तो अगर बहुत vortex strength high है, तो your stagnation point will be below the cylinder, and we will get to know what is the consequence of this. Now, if you try to find out the drag force and lift force in this case, what do you expect? What will you get? What do you expect regarding drag force without any mathematical manipulation? Just conceptually, what do you think will be the drag force? In this case also, will there be any drag force? All the three elementary flows, whether it was uniform flow, doublet or vortex, all of them are what? Irrotational and inviscid. Combination will also be irrotational and inviscid. So what do you expect conceptually? FD should be equal to
0 sir.
0. What about FL? What will be FL? हाँ जी बताइए. Can you find out FL? Can you find out FL? बताइए. How can you find out FL? You can treat in a similar manner. If this was the body, you can take an elemental area and then you can calculate the pressure force. So this was 0.2, this was 0.1. Again, you know that P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Y1 is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g plus Y2. So drag force was what? P2, what should I write down? P2 into area is
R0 d theta.
R0 d theta component cos theta from 0 to
2 pi.
2 pi. What about lift force?
P2 R naught d theta sin theta 0 to 2.
0 to 2 pi. So either you could take the component's direction depending on what it is, or you could simply take negative also. Negative, why? This is acting towards, as in the previous case. Previous case में क्या आप नेगेटिव ले सकते थे? अगर नेगेटिव नहीं भी ले रहे हैं तो आपको फिर डायरेक्शन देखनी पड़ेगी कि यहां के लिए डायरेक्शन कोई और आएगी, यहां के लिए डायरेक्शन अलग आएगी. So when you calculate this, this comes out to be equal to 0, but the lift force does not come out to be equal to 0. You actually get the value of lift force as rho u gamma. Rho u gamma. That is, you have non-zero lift force as coming from potential flow theory. And drag force is 0. So now let me know, are these actually also true or not? Is this true in case of rotating cylinder in actual practice? हाँ जी.
नो सर, इसमें होना तो नहीं चाहिए सर.
नहीं,
Drag
this
force
is
तो लगना
incorrect.
चाहिए.
This should be non-zero. What about lift force? Have you played tennis? Have you played cricket? Any
Yes,
game?
sir. Yes, sir.
So when you spin a ball, do you see a certain deflection in upward direction of the ball? हाँ जी.
Sir,
जब आप एक
और-
किसी बॉल को फेंकते हैं स्पिन होते हुए, क्या उसमें आपको लिफ्ट फोर्स दिखती है?
सर हॉरिजॉन्टल मूवमेंट दिखता है सर. तो
Have you heard about this effect?
मैग्नेस इफेक्ट सर.
मैग्नस इफेक्ट. अगर कोई बॉल स्पिन कर रही होती है, it is undergoing a certain kind of lift also. Try to see when you play with a ball. And this Magnus effect you experience in a rotating geometry. And this lift force that is coming out to be rho u gamma is called Kutta-Joukowski theorem. This was practically observed by Magnus, and that is why it is called Magnus effect. And theoretically, this was found by Kutta and Joukowski. These were two scientists. One was German and the other was Russian. So it is by their name. This is called Kutta-Joukowski theorem. Experimentally, it was seen by Magnus, and theoretically by these two scientists. So whenever there is a rotating ball or a rotating cylinder, you will see that it experiences a lift force, non-zero lift force. And Kutta-Joukowski were the scientists who were able to find out the magnitude of the lift force by using potential flow theory without going into details of viscous effects. They were able to predict the value of the lift force. Is that clear?
सर एक्चुअल लिफ्ट तो इससे थोड़ा ज्यादा आएगा ना, क्योंकि अभी इन्होंने वो विस्कस कंसीडर नहीं किया.
That we will see that if we use actually experimentation or we include viscous effects in theory, what change does happen to this formula. We will look at it. So all of you have observed this Magnus effect or not? If you have not observed, try this at home today. Take a ball, a basketball or a football, spin it, and you will see a certain amount of lift in it. So I will break for today. If you have any doubts, you can come up with your doubts. Otherwise, I will end the meeting now.